Hey, my name is Trey Lewellen, and this is my ClickFunnels story. So it all started like 5 years ago today, where I was actually an insurance agent looking to sell policies and do things like that. And on the flip side, my brother, who's actually 7 years younger than I am, he was just then graduating from law academy, and he was going to become a police officer. And so there's a couple things going on in my mind. One, I hated my job, didn't like what I was doing. And second, I had a brother that was going to go out in the police force. And who knows what was going to happen out there, right? Because at the end of the day, I kept thinking to myself, there's no way I want to see him ever come home in a casket. And that still really hits home today, because I called him up and said, hey, we need to do something together. Like, I don't like what I'm doing. You want to go become a police officer? I don't know if that's the right thing. I want to make sure that you and I can, stick together and do something really awesome. And it took me like 4 months to convince him to start like this little venture together. And he asked the good questions. He's like, well, how are we going to make money? How am I going to provide for my family? How am I going to, pay the bills? And I was like, I don't know. And so we started just by, looking at what each other loved. I love marketing. Like, I just am passionate about it. It just gets me jacked up every day and excited to go out and try something new. Whereas him, he loves guns. He loves ammo. He loves going out to the range and shooting. And so there had to be some sort of bond there where we can make something happen. And so I said, well, why don't we start a business about guns? He said, okay. And that was a really cool thing. So we started a fan page. It was called I Love My Gun. And we built that thing up to like 300,000 fans over like the course of 2 to 3 years, which was really cool. And all we did was talk about guns and talk about ammo. And I was, saying, okay, how do we make money from this? And so like 4 months into it, we said, well, why don't we try selling some t-shirts to these gun guys? And so we got on this platform that was not ClickFunnels, and we started selling some t-shirts. And we actually started doing really well, to where we're selling 500 shirts a month to 1,000 shirts a month to, 10,000 shirts a month. And it was just absolutely amazing to be able to do that. But the problem is we weren't getting the buyer information. We weren't getting the address, the email, the phone number, which is crucial to a business. It's crucial to the sustainability, the foundation that your business is built on to keep alive. And so we knew this, right? Because every time we sold a shirt and ended a shirt campaign, we were unemployed until we found the next shirt, the next product to sell. And that was really tough because we didn't have an audience to go and talk to. It's kind of like being on Amazon. Amazon doesn't allow you to have that data. So you're selling, you're building their database for them. So we wanted to get off. I made a phone call to a friend and I said, hey man, I need a website. Can you build me a website that I'm able to, acquire the buyer data? He said, absolutely. I said, how much? He said, $5,000. And so I wrote this guy a check because we were in doomsday, right? Like, we need to do something. So it took him 2 months, get that, $5K, 2 months to build this website that was going to sell t-shirts. So 2 months goes by, we're running down on the other platform, we're ready to scale up on this. Like, we've kind of held some money together to be able to do this. And we go for launch day and the thing just like literally crumbles. Like, it couldn't take credit cards. It couldn't sell t-shirts. It wouldn't look at sizes. It couldn't do anything. And so I was really down. I was like, this is not good. This sucks. And I was to a point where I was really stressed out. And I made a call to Kim Doyle and I was like, Kim, I'm in a panic mode right now. Like, I don't know what to do. I can't build a website. It doesn't work. I don't want to go to this other platform. That doesn't work. What should I do? And she goes, well, you should try this thing called ClickFunnels. I was like, ClickFunnels? What's a ClickFunnel? Right? And so I go over there, I see that they're doing this really cool thing called a free trial. So I type in my information. I was like, okay, I'll do the free trial, because we didn't have any money. And so I get the free trial, and it took me probably a day to familiarize myself with the platform and really build my first kind of sales funnel or my first cart or my first product launch. And now today, it probably take me 30 minutes. It's very, very quick and easy to learn, which is nice, right? And so in an hour, but here's the thing is in one day, I was able to build what I paid a guy $5,000 for, and it took him 2 months. That's what's insane. And that was mind-blowing to me. So I made this little website, this little order form, and I put up a little tin sign that said, due to ammo increase or ammo price increase, there will be no warning shots. Kind of a funny sign. And so we kind of launched that to our audience and said, hey, do you guys want these? And over the next 6 days, we made enough revenue to pay for ClickFunnels for the entire year. And that was a stepping stone for us. Like that was a breaking point because now we don't have to rely on programmers. We don't have to rely on some other platform. And the best part, we get the buyer data, we get the email, we get the information. Like that is what's amazing about this entire thing is ClickFunnels. And so we're like, wow, if we can do that with just the 10th sign, what can we do with these other things? And that's what's so cool is it doesn't just work for our business because we're in the product business. You know, we sell physical products from China to our audience, and our audience is just the gun guys. There's so many people out there who are like real estate agents or business people or lead generators, or, you know, like that's what's so amazing about what the platform of ClickFunnels can do, because it works for anybody. Even if you think your business is different than theirs, it will work for you. And that's what's so amazing about what you can do, because inside ClickFunnels, you're able to like move things around and make it look the way you want and make it look presentable and nice and clean. And it takes you 3 hours to do that. And then you're up and running. You have a beautiful cart and a beautiful order form and a beautiful funnel, if you will, to display to your audience. So let me tell you how this changed my life. So we were in a loft, my brother and I. We had a couple employees that we were working with, and we almost thought we had to let them go because until ClickFunnels, we were running out of money. And we were in this loft, and probably it was at the top of the house I was renting. And we went from that, and we said, you know, we're kind of growing now with this ClickFunnels thing, so we probably should go rent a building, like actually make a deposit, actually say we're in this. And so we found this really cool little unit. It's like 800 square feet. And I remember one of our employees coming over, and he's like, he kind of comes for the first day, he kind of looks around, he goes, what are we gonna do with all this space? Because we went from a little bedroom loft to now an 800 square foot space. And I said, I don't know, but we're gonna do something. And over the next 6 months, we not only filled that space with outgoing mail, but employees. So we started hiring people because we couldn't keep up with the amount of orders that were coming in, the amount of products that were coming in. We couldn't keep up with shipments. And then boom, we said, you know what, we need a bigger space. We need something that's larger. And so we actually rented out the back space, which was 1,600 square feet. To now today, only 2.5, 3 years later, we're an 8,000 square foot facility. What ClickFunnels has done is it's not only provided for me and my family, it's not only let me live the dream that I want to live, like go on vacations and have fun and not worry about bills really, but it's more powerful than that, because now when I get to work and get to the office, I get to look at the parking lot. And I think that's a cool thing to do, because I get to see all the different cars all the employees have. And I get to say, you know what? We helped make that come true. There's a lot of people out there that we're helping employee-wise to afford the cars they want, afford the rent and houses they want, to afford the life that they've always looked for, and they're excited to come to work. And you know what is surrounding that is ClickFunnels. And I gotta tell you, like, if it wasn't for that program or platform, I honestly might be selling insurance today. And that platform changed my life. It's changed our employees' lives. It's changed our customers' lives because of the experience it has allowed them to have when purchasing through us. And all I got to say is, I'm grateful.